Okay, what's up guys? Mech here. Welcome back to the BeerdedMECH channel. We're doing another beer review. I'm so far ahead with recording that I've forgotten what I said and what I did in like the previous review. I need to check if I think I scheduled it out like 2 weeks at least. So I think we're good. But it's time for another. This can feels hefty. Check this out. It's the Stella Artois, I think it's Artois. It's a big can. It's I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's a 25 ouncer. I'm pretty sure I have not reviewed this. Whenever I see this can, I always think of the Modelo brand for some reason, but I know it's not the same. So anyway, many of you have probably had this before. I have not. The can's pretty basic. I mean, it says Anno 1366, which I'm not sure what that means. On the other side of the can, it does say premium lager beer brewed in the USA under the strict supervision of the brewmasters from Leuven, Belgium, for uncompromising quality. Okay, so that's about it on the can. Let's go see what Beer Advocate has to say. We're moving right along. For some reason, my computer's dropping frames. I don't know why. Haven't done anything different, so sorry about that. Looks like crap. Anyway, over on Beer Advocate, we do have a 72 score. Whoa. I mean, we're used to seeing like the high 80s or the 90s with the IPAs. I feel like that's a thing where it's like the score will be much higher on IPAs, especially not super well known ones. And I'm sick of IPAs. I mean, I'm not sick of drinking them, but I'm sick of reviewing them because it's very rare that an IPA has, from one to another, it's rare that they're dramatically different. They all tend to be pretty similar. So that's why I picked up this one, because when I go to the store, I'll be honest with you, when I go to the regular grocery store or a gas station, usually I'm looking at the singles because I don't want to buy a whole pack just to review a beer. It gets expensive and I just don't want to do that. So usually when I look at the singles, I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, I haven't tried this, I haven't tried that, and everything I look at and I'm like, oh, I haven't tried this. It's usually an IPA, and it's turning into an IPA only channel because of that. So when I saw this, I was like, hey, this is sort of a mainstream beer, a light beer, so I haven't tried it. Let's see if it's anything like, you know, the domestics we have here, because it's not from the US. So anyways, on Beer Advocate, it just says Stella Artois for the brewery, and the style is an European pale lager, which we haven't read on yet, with an ABV of 5, which is pretty standard. So it's got 1,652 reviews and 6,001 ratings, and of course it's available year-round. The notes are short. It says, with its wonderful floral aroma, well-balanced malt sweetness, crisp hop bitterness, and a soft, dry finish, Stella Artois is the perfect beer to pair with food and friends. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any food or friends right now, except for you guys. Winner of the 2019 World Beer Award for World's Best International Beer. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? I changed that prematurely. I'm sorry, guys. I'm dropping frames and I have no idea why. My computer is set up the same way it always is, and for some reason I'm dropping frames. It's not a very powerful computer to begin with, I'll tell you that much. And running the green screen is taxing my system. It sucks. I'm sorry. One day we'll fix that. So anyways, I want to read up real quick on what a European Pale Lager is, because I don't know what it is, and maybe you don't know what it is. So, similar to Minute Helles, I don't know, many European countries. Someone's blaring the horn at the neighbor like usual. Many European countries reacted to the popularity of early pale lagers by brewing their own. Hop flavor is significant and of noble varieties. Bitterness is moderate. Sound like I said business. Bitterness is moderate, and both are backed by a solid malt body and sweet notes from an all malt base. Okay, short and sweet. Here we go again with the low FPS transition. We're gonna try to get this out of the way. Go ahead and pop this open. You probably can't hear me very well. I just don't want to get it on the microphone. Here we go. Wow. So plenty of head there. I mean, look at this. It's a lot of it is from the way I poured it, but as you know, that's just the way that I do. Phone going off. So again, because of the green screen behind me, it's making it look weird. But it's a very, I hate to say this because I was trying to avoid this. It's a very Bud Light-esque looking beer. When you pour it roughly, you get this thick, probably 2.5 finger white bubbly head, and then the beer itself, the body is very clear. You can hardly see, oh, there's my eyeball. Okay, so it is clear. Lots of carbonation. It's kind of got that pea yellow color. I hate to describe it that way, but that's just what it looks like. It's, you know, I'm sorry to say, it just looks like a fresh piss. But anybody who drinks light domestic beers on the regular know what I'm talking about. It just has that kind of look, and it's fine. Call it golden if you want. Doesn't bother me. So anyway, that head's kind of dissipated a little bit, so we pour some more in there. Try and get a smell. I feel like I'm moving along kind of fast today. I guess that's fine, because my reviews tend to be a little too long, like 10, 15 minutes, so. And I have already drank a beer today, so I feel kind of, woo. Let's be honest here. I'll tell you what I was doing. You may not care. It's fine. But, before this, I started playing Season 2 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And, I played 2 matches. I got absolutely steamrolled in a BS kind of way. Just a lot of crap where I wasn't landing my shots. I was getting killed before I could even aim on the dude. I was getting pissed off. I'm like, I'm going to go do something different. Let's go review this beer. Because I feel like I'm coming up on needing another one soon anyway. Because I had them scheduled out like about 2 weeks in advance, like I said. So, here we are. Okay. So, it's got a little bit of that, it's reminiscent of the American adjunct lager smell, like your Bud Lights and Coors and stuff like that. But it's got this sweetness to it. It definitely has a sweetness to it. It's got a different smell that's kind of over top of your typical light beer from America kind of smell. It's a very nice aroma, I will say that. So, obviously, as you know, I'm not very good at pinpointing like really, you know, obscure smells and tastes. I smell this sweetness, barley, malt, which is not what I was expecting from a beer that looks like this. Okay. So anyway, let's cut to the chase and let's have a sip. Cheers, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. You may have noticed the picture of the beer on Beer Advocate showed it in a green bottle. And what else comes in a green bottle? Rolling Rock and Heineken. I'll be honest with you, this does taste, it does taste Heineken-esque. It's not bad. It does have this little bit of underlying sweetness and a little bit of bitterness from the hops, but it's very, very hard to pinpoint. It's very light. Where was this from again? Oh, interesting. Okay. Lots of carbonation. Lots of burps. I just clicked on Stella Artois on Beer Advocate, and it does say it originates from Belgium, Leuven, Belgium. But here's the kicker: it's owned by Anheuser-Busch. There you go. So, as the can says, under strict supervision of brewmasters from, what did that say? Leuven, Belgium. Okay, so under strict observation, but it is owned by Anheuser-Busch and it is brewed by them. So that tells you anything. Okay, that tells you anything, because Anheuser-Busch is like the, I don't know, the Nestle of chocolate, if that makes any sense at all. They pretty much are doing everything. I doubt that they're actually under close supervision by the Belgians at Stella Artois. So quite clearly they were bought out by them. So that's what that is. However, I will say it is a good beer. It's not bad. It definitely has a little bit of sweetness to it. But at its core, it is a pale lager, which is what all of your light beers are. Miller, Coors, Bud Light. Even PBR, stuff like that. They're all pale lagers. It's just most of them originate in the USA. I would say this is basically the Belgians' version of a Budweiser. I hate to put it in that category, but now that I know that they're owned by Anheuser-Busch, I can't really help it. So, so it's very light, and it has this slight bitterness and a little bit of sweetness to it. Honestly, because I gotta guess here, I kind of feel like if you were to go into the store seeking out this beer in particular, it's probably going to cost more than a Budweiser. You may as well get a Budweiser. A Budweiser. You may as well get that, because it's definitely going to be cheaper, and it's really, really close to being the same thing. Hate to break it to you, but it's true. It's very close to that. So, guys, a little bit light on the information, but this is really just the Belgian's Bud. That's what I get out of it. I wouldn't call it refreshing, but it is light and it's drinkable and it doesn't taste bad. But it reminds me of Budweiser, and I'm not a fan of Budweiser. So, anyways, guys, that was the Stella Artois premium European Pale Lager. So thank you guys for watching, if you made it this far. Make sure that you check back on Wednesdays around noontime. That's when we post these videos and get them on out there. So we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it will not be an IPA. Hopefully it'll be, I would love to do some porters and some stouts and something different. So I'm going to go looking